Hey guys, Creator Mom. So I was thinking about the voice of doubt. It's it's the thoughts that want you to feel guilty. They want you to feel condemned. It's just an overall, those thoughts produce a very negative, oppressive feeling. Why does the voice of doubt come? It comes to rob you because it knows how powerful your belief is. It knows how powerful once you believe that you have something, that you're going to get it. It's going to happen. That's how powerful our belief is. God showed me this a while ago that whatever you believe, your subconscious mind gives you that experience. So if you keep saying something over and over and over again, you believe it, you're going to see it. That's all you're going to see. All right? So it's easy to do for negative things because the world is negative bent. We tend to believe things that are negative easier than we do believe something for the quote unquote positive, It's just how it is. But when we start making strides and things that we want that our doubts have never let us say yes to, the doubts are gonna rear their head and yell at you. Not yell, but whenever you have thoughts of doubt, it's usually a very mean sounding voice, like a dark, It just wants to steal from you. But if you look at it from if you just observe it, don't yield to it, just observe it like, oh, wow, that was a really bad thought, or that was a really, that thought felt real, negative, just observe it and let it go and continue to press forward to what you believe, the vision that you have, that God is showing you in your heart. Yeah, just keep speaking that in the midst of that voice of doubt, because it's not really the outside world that we have to fight. It's really the inside world inside of us. That's the hardest thing to fight because of the thoughts, our mentalities, our, old beliefs and our experiences. But we're co-creators with Christ. God is in us, right? Just like how people say, we're not waiting for an outside God to come and save us. Yeah, and then even people in the church will be like, God is waiting on you, to make the move, to walk in faith, all this stuff. It just seems like we're all talking about the same thing, whether people put Christ in it or not. It just seems that the basis of what people are saying is very similar. Yeah, but that voice of doubt is mean. It's like it's funny because I was watching the Exorcist show, right? It's old, it came out, 2016. I was watching it. It was very interesting. And it's always interesting when they put out these shows, with the Catholic Church and exorcism and all this stuff. But one thing I noticed that they always had the demons and these people saying, the demons will call out the negative stuff. They will call out your weaknesses. They'll call out the things in your life that make you feel less than, right? They can only call you out for things that you believe and that you have a problem with. If that's not your belief system anymore, if you don't see things that way, then they ain't gonna have nothing on you, right? If you want to call it demons or whatever. Or is it really the doubt that comes from within yourself, But yes, Jesus did cast out demons in the Bible, as it is written there. Um, I'm not going to go into like translations and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's all besides the point here. My point is that when they demonstrate demons in these people, the demons are always these really mean voices that say mean things about you, and they know it's going to get to you. They know it's going to make you cry. They know they're trying to target your emotions. I don't know why, but they want to target the emotional responses. That's what I noticed about that show. And I'm like, wow, that's very interesting. Something powerful there. There's something powerful about the emotions. Once you target somebody's emotions, you can bring them down, right? It's like once you get thoughts that trigger your emotional responses in negative ways, you could be sad for a whole day. But if you learn to say, no, I'm going to be an observer of my thoughts. I know I'm in the driver's seat. I'm a co-creator with Christ. I don't like that thought. I don't identify with that thought anymore. I don't want that thought. This is what I think now. This is who I am. That's old. I can choose to let that go, and create who you want to be. See what you want to see. And I like how somebody said that they call it the 3D. I don't really like using those terms, but, like our physical world is on like a lag, right? It's like a ripple effect. So what you're believing now for, or you're praying for a specific thing, you're believing for a specific thing, you're going to see that show up maybe a little bit down the road because it's like a lag time. Trying to compare it to something. You're going to see it reflect. It's just a lag time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much. Sometimes it happens faster. And sometimes certain things, happen through a bridge of events. A series of events, bridges of incidences. I love that word, bridges of incidences. I love bridges of incidences, because that's how things generally happen. Like, yeah, you can have things happen miraculously and like instantly too. And that can happen also through a bridge of incidents. But, generally, if you're praying for something, it's not going to like appear magically like right in front of your face sometimes. But it might happen so naturally that you wouldn't even think that, oh, this is a result of prayer. You would think, oh, this was going to happen anyway because it happens naturally. It happens through bridges of incidences. So just keep believing, keep pushing forward for the vision in your heart that you have. Keep thanking God for it in advance, right? A heart of gratitude, not out of trying to be a moral person, but because it's there. It's going to happen. So you just thank God in advance. Yeah. And let the bridges and just go about your normal life and take your inspired actions and do the things you know to do. And those bridges of incidences will show up for you.